The year is 2021, and two of the cinema's most famous titans are all set to go head to head in what's supposed to be the biggest ever Battle of the Titans in film history. This is not a simulation. I repeat, this is not a simulation. Godzilla and Kong are going at it for real this time. Even a pandemic couldn't stop this long-coming battle from taking place, so you can bet that it's gonna be simply epic. After all, these two are the only ones remaining from the mythical ancient Titan War. And boy, oh boy, they're probably gonna start another historical one. From the looks of the trailer's initial reactions, it's probably inevitable. The fate of the entire world is on the line, and the whole monster fan base is divided into two: Team Godzilla and Team Kong. Well, we at Factolic are maintaining a neutral ground and have been analyzing all the stats regarding each monster. First up, before we kick off with the comparison, let's take note of the similarities that each of these two titans have in common. And as we all know, they're both the last of their kind. Other than that, they're both alphas, and true ones at that too. Godzilla is the rightful king of the monsters, and Kong the alpha of Skull Island. Having taken these into consideration, let's start the comparison with the obvious, and that's basically the size of these bad boys. Now, talking about the G-Man himself, in the King of the Monsters film, he was 393 feet tall, 582 feet long, and weighed in at a massive 99,634 tons. So, this time around, he's probably gonna come with similar figures too. After all, the events in GVK are actually set soon, right after the King of the Monsters, although there's room for a little increase. What about Kong then? Well, last time when we saw him in the Kong Skull Island film, he was only a 104-foot adolescent ape, weighing in at a decent 158 tons. But that was set in 1973, so it's been decades now, and we saw him finally all grown up in the trailers. And man, he does pack a punch. He's as big as the Big G now, if not bigger, although it goes without saying that he's still way lighter than the King of the Monsters. But that works out as an advantage rather than a weakness. So, on the size department, both Colossal are neck and neck. Moving ahead, we'll now compare their abilities. Starting first with the Big G. He's got a wide range of tricks up his arsenal, some of which are amphibious nature, atomic breath, bioatomic nature, durability, energy absorption and projection, intelligence, superior senses, speed and agility, strength and combat, and thermonuclear pulses or radiation stream. Quite the variety, if you ask me. So, in contrast, what has Kong got in his tank? Well, he's got climbing, durability and stamina, intelligence, sharp senses, speed and agility, strength and combat prowess, and an axe weapon. With that, it's quite clear that even though Kong's got a new weapon in the axe, it only goes as far as countering the atomic breath of the Big G, which is why this round clearly goes to the G-Man. Well, at least on paper. What about their weaknesses then? Well, talking about Papa Goji, he's simply invincible, which means that he's got no significant weaknesses. That's the reason why he's King of the Monsters too. As for our island homeboy, the only ones that Kong has is that he lacks bodily armor and has poor healing, which may not sound like too much of a deal breaker, but it's the Big G he's facing. So even those two are quite significant. It's another advantage for Godzilla, even in this round. After all, it's only stats that we're considering. Now, to sum it all up, Godzilla simply outclasses the Skull Island Alpha on paper. There are other arguments that could be made and how Kong could use the axe weapon to his advantage, but on paper, Big G is simply unbeatable. And that's the result that we're considering too. Godzilla wins here. For more realistic action and outcome, we'll simply have to wait for the release of the film itself. But in this comparison, these statistics are simply in Big G's favor. Not to mention, Godzilla has faced more formidable opponents so far and won. Also, let's not forget his burning form, which is simply a bit overpowered if you ask me. With that, we've come to the end of this comparison. What do you guys think? Was it a fair comparison? Do let us know down in the comment section below. We hope you enjoyed this video. Now, if you want to keep watching more videos like these, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and smash that bell icon too while you're at it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.